guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here, and welcome to the largest makeup declutter I have ever done. I have been doing makeup decluttering videos for years. I've been on YouTube for 10 years now, which is wild. And mostly in the beginning, I was like covering beauty stuff, reviewing things, hauling things, trying things, that kind of thing. And so I built up quite a collection, and I've been good over the years about getting rid of things that just I wasn't enjoying, colors that didn't work on me, that sort of thing. But my life has obviously shifted a lot since then. While I still make some beauty related videos, that is not the basis of my channel anymore. And also I used to have like a vanity in my office where I would spend an hour and a half doing my makeup some days. And now it's just me standing at the bathroom counter doing my makeup as quickly as I can before my toddler gets into things. So like my life is just different, and I don't need the amount of makeup that I have. So we're gonna get into the decluttering in just a minute, but I did have like some things I wanted to say first. First, this was heavily influenced by Jessica Braun. She did, I think it was just like a face products declutter of her foundations, concealers, powders, that kind of thing. But she was so correct in the fact that like she had so much old makeup that it's just at a certain point expired and unsafe to use. And my eyes, I agreed with her, and my eyes were kind of opened when it's something I'm getting rid of, but I've been having some skin issues around my nose and it's a lot of redness, and I was using a very old Urban Decay green concealer to cover it up, and I kind of realized like this is so old that can't be good for my skin. A lot of my products have SPF in it, and that expires quickly. So it just was time to go through things and get rid of really old things. There will be some things I hold on to forever for the nostalgia. I'm talking to you MAC Villains collection, but a lot of like foundations, concealers, a lot of things that I love that I can repurchase just had to be tossed. So I will say this declutter is a little bit jarring. It's a little bit upsetting. It seems like I'm being very wasteful, and in a way I am, and I definitely want to be conscious of that moving forward as to how much I bring in. Of course, a lot of things are sent to me or were sent to me. It was very eye-opening to see just how much I wasted, you know? I've only got one face. I can only wear so much makeup on that face throughout my life. So I will always have the bug to try new things and things I like and things I see on TikTok and in Instagram and YouTube, but I definitely am going to be more aware of the amount I'm bringing in each year. I'm sorry if this offends you in any way. It's like, it's not that jarring. I'm not like throwing out everything I own. I'm passing on the things I can, but what is old is just going to be properly disposed of or recycled. But this is a very big makeup declutter, and it is certainly my biggest yet. Still have plenty of makeup, especially blush, but you'll see that. And the second thing I just wanted to say is that when we moved into this house, I thought I would want my makeup set up in my office, but that's just not happening. I do my makeup every day in my bathroom, and I have a little bin of my everyday makeup staples that I pull out when I'm doing my makeup, and I switch things out, but having the rest of it all the way down the hall in the office just was kind of annoying. So I wanted to move it into my bedroom. I'm putting it in a smaller IKEA unit in the closet, and so I'll show you that in the end, how I reorganize everything, and you'll see a final makeup collection in the end of what I kept, how I organized it. So yeah, this declutter is a bit on the longer side because I decided to do all of my makeup in one video. So I think this video is like 45-50 minutes, so I apologize about that. Maybe grab some tea, grab a snack, grab coffee, get in bed, get in the bath, you know, get comfy. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get decluttering. First of all, I don't have a rug in here yet, so I'm sitting on this blanket to give my butt some cushion. So starting off with primers. Foundations. This I can keep because it's not that old. I also like never have tried it, so I should try it. I wanted to buy the e.l.f. putty primer because my sister had that and I tried it one day and it was amazing. But I was like, before I buy that, let me try the actual putty primer I have. So we'll give that a try. I love this primer. One of them is new, one of them's used. Like just a little bit. I just don't know how old they are. Maybe I'll keep those and work through them. And then the other ones I know that isn't super old is this Tula face filter. This stuff is amazing. It's like a blurring and moisturizing primer, but it really does like make your skin look incredible. But the rest of these are super old. Like this is so old. That can go. I do love this Milk blurring stick, and I'm even tempted to keep it, but like it's so old and I can just buy another one. I might buy like a mini one this time. I love this stuff. This is the Becca backlight priming filter, and I really do love it, but it's so old and you can't even get this anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is the Undercover Blurring Coconut Face Primer from Marc Jacobs. I want to keep this just because it's fancy, but it's so old. My dog is here to check things out. Okay, That's good. I have a little sample size of the Charlotte Tilbury, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum, which I'd love to try, but I don't know how old this is, so I'm gonna toss it. This I know is old. It's a little Smashbox primer oil sample, so old. Damn, I love the Professional primer. I just like the original one, but all of these are so old. This is the Hydrate one. This is the Pearl one. Ooh, I don't think I'll even use that anyway. Okay, so they're all gonna go. I can't believe it. Okay, so that was hard but easy at the same time. Foundation, this Chanel is newer. It is a little bit darker, so I do like to wear it when I have a little bit more color in like spring and summer, but I love that. This is the Maybelline, oh, you can't even like see. This is the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector. I got this, I think literally the week I had my son, so it's like 19 months old. I do really like this. Again, it's a bit of a darker shade, so it doesn't like quite look right in the winter, so I will use this up in summer, but I do love that for like an easy, everyday, a little bit of coverage. I do really enjoy my Physicians Butter Believe It foundation. I'll hold on to that. This I was enjoying, but again, it's a bit deeper, so I'm saving it for spring and summer. This I purchased in a beauty haul a while ago just because I was influenced by it from my sisters, but I never used it. I literally have never even used it. It's in the shade Light Beige. I might like try to sell this on Poshmark or something, maybe to one of you guys. So I don't know about that yet. This Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation is so old. I love this stuff. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. I think they changed the packaging, but it is so old, so that has to just be tossed. My NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. I love this. If you have a foundation shade that you just need to be a little bit lighter, you mix some of this in there, and it's fantastic. But again, it's so old, so we're gonna toss it. The expiration date says a year, and I've definitely had this for like over 5. This is hard because I love this foundation, but I have had it for so long. It expired in 2020, so definitely time to get rid of that, but I am gonna write down the color that I am, because I will repurchase this. I loved this foundation. And then I don't know when I bought this, but it also expired in 2020, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It's really helpful when it has like an actual expiration date, not just like the little thing that says like 12, 24 months or whatever. And to be honest, I don't even remember how I feel about this. I love the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer, so I don't remember how I feel about this, but it's expired, so I'm passing it. Not even passing it on, I'm tossing it out. And I should also say, this does not include the makeup that I have in my everyday makeup drawer. Don't mind these. These are just like the sticker residue I could not get off. So you'll see that when I put everything away, like reorganize things. But for now, we did okay. Did pretty good. And this I don't know about, so we're just gonna put that in its own pile. Okay, so we have concealers, powders, face finishing sprays, makeup setting sprays, whatever. And here I have the L'Oreal Infallible, a Marc Jacobs Stick Concealer that I do love for spot concealing. And the Nude Sticks Glossing Pencil, which is also nice for like making something look glossy. It's super fun. Oh, I want to keep it. But all of these are so old, so they're going. Now, powder, I rarely ever use. I do love these Physicians Formula powders. I talked in length about them in my 2022 speed reviews video. I did a speed reviews video of everything I tried last year, so I will link that up in the corner. But I love all 3 of these. This is the 3rd one, which this one's actually my favorite, but the packaging sucks and the top broke off. So should I keep it? Should I buy a new one? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep all 3 of these. I'm also going to keep my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. This is a newer powder, and I use this when I want a little more coverage, so I do enjoy that. This is so old, and you can tell, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh man, this is so, I thought this would be easier. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I didn't love this powder, but part of me wants to just like use it up. So I might keep that and just try to use it up. I love this stuff. It's the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. This was, again, Becca is like out of commission now, like they don't exist anymore. But this was a really nice under eye powder that literally makes it feel like your under eyes are like wet, but it's like, it's such a nice finishing powder. But the expiration date says 6 months, so that's gonna go, because I've had that for well over 5 years. I do love my Bare Minerals Well Rested Under Eye Powder, but how old is it, you know? But the stuff is really nice. It like is a nice powder, but adds a little bit of coverage, and it really does like make you look well rested, which I could use these days, to be honest. But again, how old is this? I'll never know. Ooh, there's SPF in it, and that's definitely probably expired. So I'm going to toss it. Ooh, this is harder than I thought, you guys. It hurts my brain a little bit. This is a Besame Cosmetics powder that they sent me. It's from the Mary Poppins collection. It's called the Practically Perfect Powder. I never even used it, so I might pass this on to somebody. Look how cute I kept it because of the packaging. It's just so cute. I'm tempted to swatch it, but like I've never even touched it. The powder puff is clean, so maybe I will pass that on to a friend or something. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is not that old. Oh, and I'm gonna keep this because it says it doesn't expire for 2 years. So I will keep this. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I see so many videos of people using it and loving it that maybe I should try it. So I'll hold on to that one. Oh, and then this last one. This is from Marc Jacobs. I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of anything Marc Jacobs because it's just fancy and they sent me PR and I just feel so lucky about that. And also, look, I mean, the brush is a little out of shape now, but this brush like comes out. So fun. But yeah, it was a nice powder, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it because it expired after a year and it's definitely been over a year. Okay, so that's more powders than I need, but I will do my best to use them up in summer when I'm back to using powder. I'm not using powder right now because my skin's just been so dry, but we will get back to those when my skin is not as dry in the summer. And then setting sprays. This one is newish to me within like the last 6 months, and I forgot I had it because it's in the back of the drawer. So we're definitely gonna keep that. These two are just old. This is the Marc Jacobs Recover Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist. I loved this stuff, but especially with like a face mist, I don't know, I just don't want to keep that if it's super old. Yeah, this L'Oreal one, which I love. This is probably, this and the Morphe Setting Mist are like my two favorites. The Morphe one is in my bathroom right now. I'm just using up the last bit of the can I have. But this is the Dewy Mist for Face, Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I love this from L'Oreal. I will repurchase this. I'm just going to toss this one because I've had it for a very long time. And then this is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist. This is not that old. I feel like I got this towards the end of my pregnancy, or maybe even after I had him. So maybe I'll hang on to this, try to use this up first. But yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to these two for now. Oh, I also have the MAC Rose Fix Plus. That is my like favorite face mist ever because I can use it in so many different ways. So that is also somewhere that will go in this drawer. But that's my like most used face mist. Okay, now moving on to eyeshadow. So many of these are so old. Like so old. Picking out the things that are not old. This Kaja, little like 3-tiered thing is super cool. I'm gonna hang on to that. I love a single shadow these days, so definitely holding on to my infallible Amber Rush. So good. It's very like similar to like all the kinds I like to wear, like the MAC All That Glitters, the Clarins Peach Girl shade I love. So I'm definitely gonna hang on to that. I do love the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's kind of like a cream shadow. It's very cool. I'm gonna hang on to that one. It's a really pretty like blush shade. This is so old, but I'm keeping it anyway. It's this fun glitter from Tarina Tarantino. That doesn't exist anymore, like that brand, but I'm keeping it even though it will probably kill me. I am gonna keep this bigger MAC shadow in Always Sunny. I love this for the crease. It is probably old, but again, with like powders, I'm less worried about it. I can still get rid of a lot of these. I'm also gonna keep this purely for nostalgia, but like really old MAC products I have a hard time letting go of because they just make me feel, you know? But I think it's time. This one I can definitely let go of. This was all I was hanging on to from my last All That Glitters, but then it was a discontinued shadow. They came back out with it, and so I repurchased it. So this can go. With the MAC shadows, I believe if you turn in, it's either 5 or 6, you can trade it, a brand new eyeshadow or a brand new lipstick. So I will definitely do that. I'll just try to get all the little powder out. This is a good one, an orb for your brow bone, but again, I never reach for it, so it's gonna go. Obviously, these two aren't going anywhere. Let me zoom in here. These are from the Disney Villains collection. I have more in my blush drawer, but obviously I have to keep these. Too cool, too good. This is in Yogurt, which is a good one. I love these purple ones, especially, I guess it's this one. It's the Stars and Rockets. It's like a metallic purple color, but I also am never gonna wear that anymore. This is Tracks. That's another fun one. Mink Pink, just like a really nice like nude blush color. And this one's broken anyway, and I had to fix it, but it's floof, poof, whatever it's called. But it's like a really pretty shimmery for your brow bone. Again, I loved all of these at one time, but they're just so old and they're gonna go. So, wow. This is the Urban Decay Single Shadow in Sin. I think this was a birthday gift from Ulta one year. I'll keep this because I got it within like the last couple of months. I mean years. Maybe we'll try that out, put it in the everyday makeup bin and see what happens. And I do love this Clinique Single Shadow in Petal Pop, Lid Pop. Just the packaging of these is so freaking cute. Do I like this color though? Like, will I ever wear this? I might be too old for this now. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. I'm avoiding these because I love them, but they are literally so old. Like, this is literally from high school. That just has to go. That can't be good for me. These are both from Mika Beauty. They're just like really pretty to dust all over your eyelid, but I'm gonna get rid of them because I never reach for them and they're so old. This I loved at one point. This is the Super Watt Electric Cool Eyeshadow. It's this fun like gold champagne color. But I never reach for it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Damn, guys, I can't believe it. Who am I? I'm ruthless, it's who I am. So far from single shadows, this is what I'm keeping. And then we have some like more pigment type stuff. These are from Marc Jacobs. I love these. Like, these are very fun and very pretty, but I don't need all 6 colors. So I think I'll just keep these 2. These are called the Sequins. This is in Gleam Girl and Paparazzi. So I think I'll just keep those 2 and pass the rest on. Ooh, that one's pretty too, but nope. This is so hard, you guys. But I'm just trying to be realistic and not hoard makeup anymore. This KKW one is actually really pretty, but I just never reach for it. So I might pass it on to one of you guys. But it is really pretty. It came with like this and a lip gloss, and I loved the lip gloss. I lost it. I don't know where it was, but I wore it on my wedding day. Yeah, that's really pretty. I just never reach for it. This MAC pigment is so old and it looks old, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, this pigment is so pretty in Rose from MAC, but it just is so old, you guys. Just the oldest it could possibly be. Maybe I'll get myself the mini size of it again. And then I do love the Too Faced Shadow Insurances. I usually only use the glitter glue one, which is somewhere. It might be in with my eyelashes, but these are so old. I'm gonna get rid of them because their shelf life says only a year, and I've had them for well over 5 years, so goodbye to those. I have more palettes to go through in a minute, but here's just like my mini palettes. 2 ones I can get rid of right away are this Physicians Formula Butter one. I've never even tried this, so I'm gonna pass this on to one of you guys at a discounted rate if you want it. This is the Matte Minoy Butter eyeshadow. I don't know why I never reach for it, I just don't. And since it's been like a year, I'm just gonna pass it on. And then this Naked 3 I got for Christmas last year, and while I do like it, I just never reach for it. I just really like this one color in public, but I have 1,000 eyeshadows that look like it, so I might also pass this on to one of you guys because it's not that old and it is pretty. Like, this is a good palette. I just never reach for it. I loved this at one point, the Gen Nude Natural Oasis eyeshadow palette. How the hell do I open it? I might hold on to this just because I really enjoy these 4 colors, and then those are fun to have, but like, I love this Cabana shade. I love this Papaya shade. The Red Hibiscus is nice. Like, I just enjoy this, and especially like if I'm ever going on a beachy vacation, this would be perfect. I wouldn't need anything more than this in my simple eyeshadow looks, and I love the quality of these, so I am gonna hold on to this and put it in here. And then you guys know I love my Rare Beauty True to Myself eyeshadow palette. I love the glitter in the middle. It's the closest glitter that I've found to the Tati Beauty glitter eyeshadow palette that you guys know I'm obsessed with. I don't wear glitter as much anymore, but there are still occasions where I want to wear glitter. But I love this glitter shade. I love this shade right here. To be honest, it's kind of all I use it for. This is a nice purple shade. I should branch out a little more, but I'm mainly keeping it for this glitter shade. I also love the packaging, and I love Selena Gomez. Okie doke. We got eyeshadow palettes that I never ever reach for. This one I do love, the Physicians Formula Butter eyeshadow, which is why I'm kind of like letting go of the other one, just because I've already dug into this. I love so many of these shades. I had the other one, but I got rid of that one because I just really use this one, so I will keep this. I will keep my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette just for the Luscious shade. You see I hit pan, but I like all of these shades, and I love the peach shades. So I will keep this. Oh my gosh, now this Z palette is full of Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I once loved, you guys. I really, really did. This is a pretty color, but these are all so old. I'm gonna toss them. I'll probably keep the Z palette. I'm going to toss the shadows. Damn. I also haven't reached for those in over 5 years, so they can go. Ugh, this is hard. But this can go. This is so old. I love it for this steady shade, but I have a million shades like that. So, by the way, this is the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay palette. It says the shelf life is 2 years, but I've definitely had it for like 8. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Whew. This is not going anywhere. My Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. There will be no other volumes because she ended her beauty line. But this is such a good eyeshadow palette. I love the glitters, but I also love just everything. I love this palette, so that's not going anywhere. You guys, I think I'm gonna get rid of my Jaclyn Hill palette. I've heard just so many things about how they put like toxic stuff in their eyeshadows, and it just like, I'm not gonna enjoy reaching for it anymore. I also never reach for it. Like unless I just ever since moving into this house, which has been over 2 years, I don't think I've touched it. I don't know, I've heard that the toxic ingredients are in like the red brown shades, so I also haven't looked much into it. I just know that they're being sued by people. This is hard. But I think I'm gonna toss it. And then I have the Naked 3 palette, which I did used to love. And then this is such a good palette. It's all matte shades. This is the Kat Von D, which I don't even know. They like changed their name. Do they make this anymore? It's the Eye Contour palette. This was so nice for just like crease colors. I loved the top 3 shades. I loved using the black for a really nice like eyeshadow liner. But it's just so old, and again, I haven't reached for it in years. I used to love wearing this in the fall, like an all matte, like auburn look. But I'm gonna get rid of it because it says 12 months, and I've had this for like 10 years maybe. I also have no concept of time, but it's been a very long time. And then I'm torn with this. It's like, I love a blush shadow look. Maybe I'll get rid of this and keep this for now. Play around with it, see if I love it. Because they are the same shades, yeah? No, they're different shades. They're just like the same vibe. They're probably the same shades, just named differently. But this is so old, so I should just toss it. It says it's a year. This I know I've had for over 10 years. So maybe I will keep this and play with it just to feel better about that I have blush options, because I do like to wear blush shadows on my eyelids. So I'm gonna toss this. Damn, you guys. She's ruthless. So this is what I'm keeping from eyeshadow, which is still too many. Like, I still have way too many. It's a work in progress. Okay, now we have mascara, brow stuff, and eyeliners, which you guys know I never wear eyeliner. So why do I have so many? Why? My CoverGirl Clump Crusher, I don't even know if this has been opened. Well, I just opened it, so let's see. I think this is old and dried up. So that can go, but this is one of my favorite mascaras. I'll repurchase that. The Bite Beauty mascara, I've had this for a while and it's been open for a while, so I'm gonna toss it. You can't get this anymore, and people are bummed about it. I never like loved it. I don't think I reached the point where my like mascara dried out enough for it to be pleasant, but I know so many people that love this, and I know that you can still sometimes find it at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, so if you were a fan of this, check there. But Bite Beauty went under, which is such a bummer because I enjoyed them. Ooh, backup things for my eyelash curler. Great. This is the Air Volume Mega Mascara from L'Oreal. I don't know that I've ever even opened that, so maybe we won't. Oh my god, it's so dusty. Like, what is wrong with me? This has been opened, but it still looks pretty fresh. This isn't that old, so maybe I'll throw this in my everyday makeup situation to try and use it up. Bad Gal Bang. I know I've opened this and it's been so long, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't even know how I feel about it, but it's just gonna go. Physicians Formula Butter Blowout Mascara. That seems dried out. Smells good, but that's gonna go too. Damn. Okay, as far as brow products, I do love my Anastasia brow, but those are so cool toned. I don't even know if I would enjoy them. I'm tossing it. Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. Nope, I've never reached for that. It's going. When I do want a pencil, I love the Benefit Goof Proof pencil. It's kind of like a thicker pencil, but it has nice angles to it. So I will keep this. It seems I have a backup. Precisely My Brow Pencil. I liked this as well. I'll keep that. The Ka-Brow. This was like the dip stuff. I'm never gonna use this. That can go. I never ended up trying this. The NYX, the brow glue, so I'll keep that and try it out. This is so old. It's like a brow highlighting pencil. That can go. Got the Highbrow from Benefit. Ooh, that's really pretty. But it's so old and I've had it forever, so I'm just gonna toss it. And it's a cream. Like I said, like cream products freak me out more when they're older. I had 2 of those. Damn. I also never used them. And then I have another Precisely My Brow Pencil. I don't need all of these. I used to be on Benefit's PR. This one's like brand new though. I'm gonna keep this one and toss the other one. But yeah, I always use the Benefit Gimme Brow and then the 24-hour brow setter. So that's always in my makeup. But sometimes I am in the mood to use pencils, so I'm gonna keep those. All right, and then eyeliner. I'll keep my Stila liquid liner. Some of these are so pretty and that's why I've been holding on to them, but like they're old and I got an eye infection once and it was so gross and like uncomfortable that I won't mess with old eye makeup. So I'm going to just toss this whole thing. I didn't care for this matte Minoy butter eyeliner. It looked really matte, which I guess if you want that, that's fine, but I also had a hard time getting it off. So that can go. So this was newer from the Bambi ColourPop collection, this purple, but I'm never gonna wear it. I might, but I think I might keep this white one though. It's like a cream nude color. I'll keep that one. I'm bringing back memories. So many of these I used to enjoy, but just like they're so old, I never reach for them. I will keep my sharpener, of course, but I'm just gonna keep the two that I know are not like super crusty and old. This white NYX, I can just repurchase that if I need it. Oh no, my Pillow Talk eyeliner, that is not going anywhere. I enjoy that one and it's not that old. Okay, keeping the three, tossing the rest. I think we can combine mascara and eyeliners for now. Okay, always such a hard category. I can tell you right now, I'm not getting rid of any of my butter blushes. They're my favorite. I have one in my everyday drawer right now, but I love these so much, so these are staying. We'll just slide that back. And again, I have such a like nostalgia fix with my MAC blushes that I don't know if I'll be able to get rid of any of these. Don't judge me. Oh, I do love this one. This one's not that old. It's the MAC So Natural Glow Play Blush. Maybe I'll put this in my, it's kind of like a cream. It feels like putty. It's really weird, but I just really like the color. It's very natural. The color is right here. But I do like that one. Let me put that in front. Some of these you can still get, and I should just get rid of them, but I don't have the stomach for that today. But like from the Nautical collection, like, ugh, look at this. This is just, you can't get that kind of stuff anymore. My Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This says it has a shelf life of 2 years, and it's been like my entire YouTube career, which is like 10 years. So I'm gonna get rid of it. I can't believe it, but I can just buy that again when I miss it. This NYX Mosaic Powder I once loved, but again, like longer than my YouTube career. So gotta go. And then this Bare Minerals Gin Nude Blush. This is in the shade That Peach though. I did enjoy this for a little bit. Just like a nice peachy blush, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I just have so many blushes. Oh, look. My Coralisa is not going anywhere. It's old, but I don't think you can get this one anymore, and I love it. I do love, and I'm going to hang on to for now, my 3 other Physicians Formula butter type blushes. The Butter Believe It, the Butter Minoy, and the Strawberry Jam. This I think was a birthday gift, and I do like this blush, so maybe I'll hold on to it. It's called Party from Tarte. Super pretty, so let me hold on to that. This I don't think I've ever reached for. It's the Gold Rush Mini from Benefit. I don't think I've ever even really used it, and it's not that old, so maybe I'll pass it on my Shop Amy Lynn page. And then, I love my Clinique Cheek Pops, but this one is broken. I did love this one in Nude Pop. Clearly I loved it. It's like falling apart, but I'm gonna get rid of it because it's so old and broken. I also have Pansy Pop, which is this fun purple shade, and then Melon Pop. I don't think I can bear to part with Melon Pop, so I'll keep that, and I'll pass along, or toss, Pansy Pop. But it hurts my soul. Should I just keep it? My brain is getting tired of being ruthless. Maybe I'll keep it. I have a weakness for blush. You guys know this. Oh, and then I also have this Physicians Formula. This is a bronzer. It's called Butter Cookie, but when you swirl it, because it has that pink in the middle, it's a really pretty like blush color, so I am gonna keep that. I also do like my Miss Butterfly blush from the Butter Buddies collection. I'll keep that. This is a black lipstick. This is the best black lipstick though. It's from NYX. I should probably toss it because I've had it forever. So yeah, I'm gonna toss that. But it's been kind of amazing how often I've wanted / needed a black lipstick. And then I have my The Balm blushes, which I love all of these. My favorite is the Hot Mama blush. It's just such a pretty, it's kind of like a NARS Orgasm dupe situation. These don't have expirations on them, so does that just mean they last forever? I love Down Boy. It's a really nice, just like pink. I never reach for it though. I do love Balm Beach. It's more like a nude. I think I'll keep these two and get rid of Down Boy. Oh my god. Who's making me do this? Oh yeah, myself. I'm gonna shove these back. Put these in here for now. Alright, I just talked myself out of, well, let me swatch it. It is just so pretty and unlike any blush that I have. Fine, fine, fine. All right, so at least we whittled it down to 3 containers instead of 4, but we're not done. We got this guy and 2 palettes, well, kind of, but okay, so these aren't going anywhere just for nostalgia purposes. Look at these, my Disney Villains beauty powders. So old, I'll probably never use them again, but like I will not ever part with these. You will have to pry them from my cold, dead fingers. But you got Maleficent, the Evil Queen, and Cruella. Just the best. I also just cannot part with this blonde MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I love it. I love it. I love looking at it. Oh, I totally love my Kylie and the Grinch pressed blush. This is 2 years old now. I'll keep it for another year or so. It's a really pretty like sparkly blush that I enjoy using because I love the packaging. I do wish that Max himself was on the box and not just the packaging, but that's why I keep it. My Blush Pop from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna keep that. I have a blush problem. But then my Marc Jacobs Kink and Kisses, this says its shelf life is only a year. It's so pretty, but I'm just gonna toss it. God, this is painful. I'm not getting rid of this. It's probably expired, but I don't care. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit. This is so old, but I'm keeping it. Don't judge me, okay? God, I loved this, but I'm just gonna toss it. It's the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay Blush Palette. Look how good this was. I used to love a blush palette, but I just never reach for it anymore, and it is so old, so that can go. And then these are all my Makeup Geek powders. I love the C palette. I'm not gonna get rid of the palette itself, but I am gonna toss all of the powders in it because it's been like 10 years and I haven't touched them in at least 5. But I loved these so much once upon a time, so it is hard, but they're old and they're gonna go. Damn, you guys, who is she? I got blush to use up. Okay, now we got highlighters and bronzers. Still just way too much. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, so this is the Tarte Rose Gold Glow highlighter. I like this, but I don't love it. I think I'm gonna pass it on to one of you guys. I only bought it like 6 months ago, so I will have it for a discounted rate on my Shop Amy Lynn Instagram. Definitely keep my Cindy Lou Who highlight from Kylie Cosmetics. My very favorite, which it's so old, but look at, I've hit pan. It's the Cotton Candy Cream. I think that they eventually brought this back to Ulta, but I'm gonna keep that one. I don't think I'm gonna keep French Vanilla. I think I'll get rid of that one. This Butternut highlight is just a little too deep for me, so I'm going to pass this one on. It's still not too old. I was holding on to this Physicians Formula butter highlighter. I like this for the winter because it's very frosty. I just have other ones I like more. I like my Benefit Cookie highlight for a frosty situation, so I'm just going to toss this. It's old and it's really not my favorite. All of these were very like, not holographic, but you know what I mean? Like they have like the like blue and purple undertones and it just didn't work for me for every day. So yeah, wasn't a huge fan. Although I love the butter makeup products, you guys know that. I love my Hourglass one. This is what I wore on my wedding day, which means it's way too old, but I'm keeping it. It's the Brilliant Strobe Light. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, the Jaclyn Hill one. I'm just gonna keep this because it's so beautiful. I have my Mary Luminizer, which I love, but I also have my Manizer Sisters palette, which I also love. I don't think I need to have both. So I'll keep the palette since it has all 3, and I will pass on, or just toss because this is so old. But it's a great highlight. I have emotional attachment issues to my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, so that's not going anywhere. This is like the cookie highlight that I just mentioned, but it's a little more pink. It's in Tickle. I usually don't like pink highlights, but this is kind of like a pink champagne. It's really pretty, so I am gonna hold on to that one. I love this Dior highlight. This is in Dior Skin Nude Luminizer. This is a great highlight if you are ever on camera. Like, I know that's very specific, but I always love the way this looks like in videos. And it is expired, but I'm keeping it. The ruthless part of my brain is getting tired. Oh, I did love this at one point, the Hello Halo Blush Lighter. I really enjoyed this. This is from Wet n Wild. I just haven't reached for it in a long time, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. But I did love it at one point. Unfortunately, both of these are gonna go. They're cream and they're so old. This is the Marc Jacobs Do You Dewdrops. It's like a coconut cream highlight. It is stunning and I love it, but it is so old. And then I love the NYX Dose of Dew drops. This is kind of like, not actually, I was gonna say it's a dupe for the Benefit Watts Up cream highlight, which I also have and is too old. I do need to replace, but this is a little more pinky. I definitely prefer the Benefit one over this, but this is so old, I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so And then of course I have a couple highlights in my everyday makeup drawer, but that feels a little bit better. I love my Physicians Formula bronzers. So I have my Matte Minoy Butter Bronzer, have the original Butter Bronzer, which I just recently replaced, so that's not too old. It's the best. I have this Butter Donut. Oh, it smells so good. I like the color of this one if you are a little, let me zoom out. There we go. I like the color of this one if you are a little more fair like me. And then the Butter Puff bronzer from the Butter Buddies isn't my favorite, but I am going to hold on to it for now because I don't hate it. But yeah, I love Physicians Formula powders in general. This is so old. It's the Body Shop, the Honey Bronzer. I freaking love this stuff, but it's just old and I think it's time for it to go. I think it's discontinued too, so it's like, why fall in love with the product all over again when I can't get it again? The Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. This stuff is so good. Smells so good. Smells like chocolate. It says it's only good for a year, so I think I'm going to toss it, but I love this stuff so much. It is literally a little bit painful to get rid of it, but in an effort to get rid of really old things, it's gotta go. Ooh, I do like this number 7 bronzer. I totally forgot about this. This is in Maple. I had a love affair with this for a while. I might hold on to it just because I really, really loved it. And then I also loved this. You can't get this. It's the Besame Cosmetics. This was the bronzer that came with my Peter Pan Mermaid perfume. And I really, really liked this, so I'm gonna keep this too. And also that compact is incredible. My Hoola bronzer, this is not new, but like newer. So I'm definitely gonna keep that. A cult classic, it's a good bronzer. And then ooh, this is so dusty. I'm gonna get rid of that though. The holes in it just make me nervous. Says the shelf life is only for a year. This is the Invisible Bronzing Powder in Fair to Light. I did love this at one point, but it doesn't look the best anymore, so I'm going to toss it. Over here, we have some bigger situations. I did love this at one point, the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt. I just never reached for it. I don't think I've reached for it since we moved into the house. I just reach for other things. I love this as a contour shade, but I just always reach for my Kevyn Aucoin contour powder, so this can go. Ooh, I had a love affair with this at one point too. Any of the Lumi L'Oreal stuff, like I usually really like. Ooh, that kind of smells weird though. I think that's gonna have to go, but it is really pretty. It has like the lightest sheen. Why is this so hard? Why do I buy so much makeup that I can't use what I have, you know? And then I fall in love with things and then it's so sad to throw them away. But that smells weird, so I feel weird keeping it. Then I have my Marc Jacobs things. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of any of these, you guys. So this one I recently bought, not recently, but like within the last year or so, on sale, because I just was like, oh, that is so fun. Because you get the blush. This is more of like a contouring shade, but also a great eyeshadow shade, and then this like golden highlighter. But am I ever gonna use this? Like, I didn't even know I had this. This is new enough I could pass it on to one of you guys if one of you would like, you know, use it. I think I'm gonna pass it on. God, that's hard. But my Marc Jacobs big ass bronzers, I love them so much. This one is the Omega Bronze in Tantric, and then along the same lines is the Coconut Tantastic one. This one's a little bit more deep. Probably gonna have like a blush and bronzer of the week to like try things out and try to weed things down a little bit more. But I just love these so much, especially the Omega one. It's just so good. And even though these are probably old, I can't live without them. Doing pretty good. Okay, you guys, and last and not least are some lip products, and all of these are pretty old. And this is like lip stuff that goes in your mouth, you know? Oh, this is just the worst. The one thing that's not old is this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk sampling lipstick. I bought like a little kit. I do like that. I'll keep that. These are literally so old, and they only say that their shelf life is for 6 months. Oh, I have a full size Pillow Talk too. Oh no, this is the ooh, this is pretty. This is not that old either. This is like the really pretty glittery top coat. Keeping that. That's gorge. Obviously not getting rid of my Cruella lipstick just for men's. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. But it's just fun, like red color. I haven't used it in years. I just love it. Gotta keep it for the tube. I will be keeping my Smashbox Punked, which is this fun gray color, which I never wear, but I do love it, so I'm keeping it. And then of course in Bing, oh, this is in Red Rage. It's nice, but I do prefer just the Bing shade. I don't even know if they make it anymore. It's definitely expired, but I just don't care. I love it. This is my very favorite red lipstick shade ever. So it's staying. This one can be tossed. You guys, these are literally so old. I used to use this in shows when I would do musical theater. This was in Vintage Pink. Oh, I love this so much, but It is just so old. They smell so good. I don't even know if they make these anymore, but I just have to toss them. I just have to. As You Want Victoria, also so good. Ugh, why do they still smell so good if they're so old? I also never wear them. Never, ever, ever. Ugh, I just want to smell them forever though. This, I love. This is the NYX High Voltage lipstick. This is like a really pretty purple shade. It's definitely expired. Don't care. Keeping it forever. Leave me alone. This Gigi Hadid color in Austin is really pretty, but I just never reach for it, and it's old. And it has a matching lip liner that can go too. Oh, another one of these in Back to Fuchsia, a really pretty pink color. I'm sorry, I tried to zoom in, but now you can't see what I'm doing. Oh my god, why do those smell so good? Do they still make these? They're the Moisture Renew lipsticks. I also, you guys, never, ever, ever wear lipstick, so keep that in mind. This is the Viva Glam Ariana lipstick. It's like this really deep shade. I am never gonna wear that, but I just liked it because it was Ariana Grande. But like, why am I hoarding things that I'll never use? It's gonna go. Painful. This Besame shade in Magic Pink. Oh, I'm keeping this. This is fun. This is from the Sleeping Beauty collection, and it's blue, but it, you know, turns pink on your lips. Super fun. That's relatively new as well. I love these. I have Lolly Balm, Posy Balm, and Benebom. My favorite is Posy Balm, but they're just all so old. I'm gonna get rid of them. Ew, they actually look gross. They're going. That's all I needed to see. I do like this. It's a NARS Orgasm. It's the Afterglow Lip Balm. This just feels really nice. So I'm gonna keep that, play around with it, see if I'll wear it. I love these Clarins lip oils, but it's so old and it says they expire after 18 months. So I'll get rid of it, but these are fantastic. I like this one, and then I like the mint one. This is the honey one. This NYX, This Is Everything. These are like milky glosses, kind of like the butter gloss, but like different. I might keep this and try it. I have another one that I love. I don't know where it is. I think it might be in my purse. I do enjoy this gold glittery lip gloss from Marc Jacobs, but I never wear it and it's old, so it's gonna go. And then this was a Young Living lip gloss that I heard good things about, but I've had it for a while and I've never used it, so I'm just gonna toss it, especially because like it's a more natural product, so it goes bad quicker, so. Okey-doke. As far as lip liners, I don't know, I feel less weird about that. I have the Pillow Talk one, which is more new. I love this NYX lip liner in Hot Red. I'm definitely keeping that. But then I just have like all these like darker colors that I just don't think I need. So I'm gonna toss them. Urban Decay 24 Glide On Lip Pencil. It has no color. It's just supposed to, honestly, I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it's really dried up, so that's going in the trash anyway. I do not like liquid lipsticks, but I did have a love affair with these. It's the liquid suede things. Like I was really into these. Oh, but they smell like paint. My favorite was the red one, of course. They have like black. They have this fun one in Stone Fox, but these just all are old and gross, and they are all gonna go. You guys, I cannot believe it. So I got my 2 lip pencils. I need like a little lipstick holder. I had one, but I took it to hold my essential oils. So this is my little lip thing for now. Okay, so this is everything I'm getting rid of. I feel really good about this. This is definitely my biggest declutter ever. I'm getting rid of that stuff too. It feels scary, but it also feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. What I can recycle of this, I will. Please always be conscientious when you are getting rid of your products, or if you've used up a product. This is everything I'm getting rid of. And now let's move everything into their new drawers. I'm all done organizing it. This is not going to live out here. It's going to live in the closet, but it's terrible lighting in there, so I brought it out here to film and show you. But just gonna give you a quick overview. Top drawer is foundation, face kind of stuff, primers, foundations, powders. They kind of lined up nicely right here. I kept 2 setting sprays. I ended up getting rid of the Physicians Formula butter spray. I have a little pile of things I ended up getting rid of through a second pass through. I'll let you know those at the end. Concealer, and then this is like backup beauty blenders, my Tati Beauty Puff, some random things. So happy with that. This is the eye drawer, so mascara, brow, eyeshadows, my little palettes, my big palettes, and then I have this thing of like fake eyelash accessories, but much pared down, and I am very pleased with that. I would like to pare it down even more. Next, the blushes. Can't pare this down. So all my butter blushes fit perfectly in one of these little Linus containers. I can link these down below. I think they have them on Amazon now. They're my favorite. I love them. I use them everywhere in the house. And then I got 2 more like you saw, the hourglass thing, the bigger blushes, and then cream blushes, which are my babies right now. Then we got the highlight and blush drawer. But since a lot of these compacts were a little bigger, I used these like 3, I can't really tell, but they're these other dividers I have. But I have bronzer and then cream bronzer, and then same powder highlighter, cream highlighter. These 2 bronzers were too big for anything, so they're over here. And then my Manizer Sisters palette. And then I did throw my little thing of lip products in the back here just because I don't need a full lip drawer anymore. Never really did, honestly. And then last but not least is my brush drawer. I didn't do this on camera, but I washed all of my brushes. They smell incredible. I went through them. I didn't get rid of as many as I thought. I love makeup brushes, you guys. And these will last me forever, and I do use them. I kept the ones that I like. Just like certain products work better with different brushes, and so I have, these are kind of like a mishmash of like specialty brushes like contour, highlight, concealer. I just kind of know what's in there. These are foundation brushes, which I don't really use, but I still love them. Eyeshadow brushes, blush brushes, and like powder and bronzer brushes back there. So I am very pleased with all of that. And these are the few things I'm getting rid of. So that Butter Believe It spray, like I said, I am just gonna end up tossing that. This Naked Skin Urban Decay green concealer I love, but it is so old. I don't feel comfortable like using it on my red skin areas that like, I don't know. I am gonna toss that. Same with this Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I love this. This is from First Aid Beauty. It's just so old, so I'm gonna toss both of those. And then this Nude Sticks one, as you can kind of see, is empty, so it just needs to go in the empties, but those are leaving my collection. Okay, you guys, that was it. I told you it was a big declutter. I still feel a little bit unsatisfied because I still feel like I have so much makeup, but it's gonna be a goal of mine to like work towards using some of it up, especially the cream products, especially like this summer when some of my darker foundations will match. I will, you know, stick to those, obviously, not bring anything else in. To be honest, there's so many new foundations I want to try, but I just have too many, so it's gonna have to wait. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this declutter. I hope it gave you some inspiration. This is just the beginning of a decluttering journey for me. I am starting in the bedroom next. I'm going to try and film it to make a little, not a little, probably a big video for you, but I want to deep clean, declutter and reorganize everything, and I'm really feeling good about getting rid of stuff. I saw a TikTok that said, I'm not reorganizing, I'm shuffling around my clutter, and that kind of really like was like, oh my god. So this year's gonna be all about decluttering, getting rid of the things that don't serve me, that I don't love, that I won't use. Of course, there will always be a place for nostalgic things, like I am still human. But if you want to join me on this decluttering journey, please subscribe. Like I said, I am planning, it's gonna be a beast, but I'm planning on doing this room first, and that includes the closet, so it's gonna be rough. That being said, the things I am decluttering, like I mentioned in this video, I have an Instagram page where I sell pretty much everything, but I will have some of those lightly used, not old makeup items. It's at Shop Amy Lynn on Instagram. I also have a Poshmark. I just listed a bunch of maternity clothes. I know that's very niche, but if that interests you. But I also have like some baby clothes on there, some normal clothes. I'm gonna have some Kate Spade earrings soon, so if you just want to follow me there if you have that, Poshmark is great. But okay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I hope it gave you inspiration. Let's declutter together, and I'll see you very soon in a new video. Love you guys. Bye.